It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Works the middle of the field. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others, and once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the...
Brings into the open. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Just keep slinging it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Right on target this time. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the inner...
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. Like these games really matter. The uniforms are.
And the ball's out there after it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Get set, get set. Tuna.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2, so always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not wide enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. This time on target. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and
intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Dropping back, it's Toppin. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They're setting up the screen. Across the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your step.
He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that can hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Back to the ground game on the left. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Back to pass on second down. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab. Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Got a man. It's Trotter. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Trotter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Back to pass. It's Toppins. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play that they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So here comes the Michigan offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option to give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Toppins. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Still looking, on the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz. Get to him. Try to speed up the processor just a little bit. Force the scramble. No damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The AT unit on the field.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. throw. It's Toppin. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The give to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back.
It's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Get it out on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Pulls and fires complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Rasmussen. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Hey, quarterback's got to understand, I know you got your favorites and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
They're dealing with a second and long. Going to the ground. Got enough for the first. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
It's complete on the right side.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by 7 over Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Got the quick completion. Breaks into the open. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
He'll try to pop the draw. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Toppins. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. Quarterback adapted. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Banks. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On the move. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal, Ohio State.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Fires to the big fella. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again.
Razor. Easy.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the 1st down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Beck's going for the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He is in! And they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie. They take the lead with a 2-point conversion. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Toppins. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Oh, they're after him.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On third down, he drops to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off. That's number 10.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio